I'm Gamer. Say hello, KP.
I'm still Killer Payback. Oh, wait, actually, I'm gonna record this too because I can.
Okay.
What's up, guys? This is Killer Payback once again. I am with two fellow other people. Guys.
Yeah. I'm a talker.
Hey. I'm Gamer.
And this is a talker.
And that's the second time we said that.
Exactly. Repetitiveness.
This is also on our channel, so...
You know they say repetitiveness is the best thing, and if you really want someone to remember it, you have to say it 3 times. So, I'm Otaku!
I'm Gamer.
Welcome to Otaku
I'm still Killer Payback.
Oh boy.
Okay, this is great entrance. Okay, and Killer Payback, you're first.
What am I supposed to say?
Actually, I did really well with this narration.
But Killer Payback's
I'm supposed to press start. Okay. Pressing start now.
Oh my god.
Okay. I'm gonna turn back on the music, because why not?
Because the music is amazing.
Yeah, the music is amazing.
It'll be very rare that you found me thinking that about classical music.
Oh man, yeah, they just have such great music that always fits the mood. Like, Kenji's music is amazing.
Kenji's music is perfect for him.
One of my favorite YouTubers actually started using Kenji's music for like other random things. Like, you just hear him him talking in a completely unrelated video. Still has Kenji's music.
I know, Chill does that.
That's exactly who I'm thinking of.
Oh.
Alright,
played it. Anyways.
Katie, you first.
Let's go.
A light breeze causes the naked branches overhead to rattle like wooden wind chimes.
Wood.
This this is a popular treat for couples in the summer. Oh, the deciduous trees provide a beautiful green canopy far out of sight of teachers and fellow students.
Oh
Now,
my.
in late winter, it feels like I'm standing under a pile of kindling.
Please forgive KP because he is illiterate, so he has trouble with this.
Yes,
I
he
breathe
does.
into my cupped hands and rub them together furiously.
Especially when we interrupt him. That happens a lot, though. Oh, I'm sorry, KP, you were saying something?
Just how long am I expected to wait out here anyway? I'm sure
Percy,
that
is your line.
I know.
I didn't know. Okay. Sorry, keep going.
I'm sure that it's at 4 p.m. You know, I just hate when you say a specific time and people don't show up on time.
It pisses me off. It's like,
yes.
I said 7 o'clock, not 7:01.
Like today, like I was talking to I was gonna talk to 2 other people at 5 p.m. and they went on till like 8. So, well, at least one of them wasn't.
I was on earlier, so...
You were on earlier. You were about 10 for me.
Then again, KP here lives in frickin' California.
Ah yes, the note. Slipped between the pages of my math book while I wasn't looking.
How does a note just kind of walk into your math book, like...
Oh, like, imagine you get up to, like, sharpen your pencil or something, and your back's turned, and then someone slips a note in your math book. That's basically what happened.
Yeah.
I'm guessing.
My image is actually like he turned around to say something to somebody, and like it showed up somehow.
Could have happened either way, really.
book
I'm
just
just trying to
teleports
think
into
of how it goes. That'd be
book
kind of
just
cool, though.
teleports around the fucking note.
Okay.
As far as cliches go, I'm more of a fan of the letter in the locker, but at least this way it shows a bit of initiative. As I ponder the meaning of the note, the snow gradually thickens. The snowflakes silently falling from the white painted skies are the only sign of time passing in this stagnant world. Their slow descent upon the freezing forest makes it seem like time has slowed to a crawl.
Calm down, Misha. It's a simple word. Stagnant.
The rustling of dry snow underfoot startles me, interrupting the quiet mood. Someone is approaching me from behind.
It's a wild Luke.
He's... So... Oh, you came?
Yes, you did.
All over, baby.
Hesitating, barely audible question. However, I recognize the owner of the dainty voice instantly.
Oh, the music is...
I feel my heart skip a beat.
Oh god, this...
It's
is
a
not
voice
good.
I've listened to hundreds of times before. Never is more than an eavesdropper to a conversation.
Again, I'm sorry for his illiteracy.
I turn to face this voice, the voice of my dreams, and my heart begins to race.
Mother, what are you doing here? Misha?
Iwanako? I got a note telling me to wait here. It was yours? Oh yeah, by the way, ellipses.
Damn it. I spent all afternoon trying to come up with a good line. That was the result.
Yeah. Yes, I asked a friend to give you the note. I'm so glad you got it.
A shy, joyous smile that makes me so tense I couldn't move a single muscle even if I tried. That is not good.
Well, I'm certain there's one muscle that's moving.
Yeah, his heart.
Of
His heart is pounding now, as if it is trying to burst out from my chest and claim
Technically,
the
two
for
organs.
itself. Well, technically, it's a muscle. It's the strongest muscle in your body.
If you look
Oh,
at its heart,
So,
that's an
here
internal.
we are, out in the cold.
Once again, the wind stirs up the branches. The cacophonious
The
noise is
the cacophonous.
a coconut. Okay, I never heard that word before. Noise is music to my ears. Iwanoko flinches ever so softly against the gust of wind. As it passes, she rights herself as if supported by some new confidence. Her eyes lock of mine, and she lazily twirls her long dark hair around her finger. All the while, the anxious beating of my heart grows louder. My throat is tight. I doubt if I could even force a word out if I tried.
Well, if your throat is tight, it won't be for long. You see, I wanted to know if you'd go out with me.
I stand there, motionless, save for my pounding heart. I wanted to say something in reply, but my vocal cords feel like they've been stretched beyond the breaking point.
Hey, Sal?
I reach up to try to massage my throat, but this only sends spikes of blinding pain along my arms.
Hey, Sal?
My whole body freezes, save for my eyes, which shoot open in terror.
He's out! Snake! Snake! Snake!
Beating my chest suddenly stops, and I go weak at the knees. The world around me, the canopy of bare branches, the dull winter sky, Iwanoko running towards me. All these fade to black. The last things I remember before slipping away are the sounds of Iwanoko screaming for help, and the incessant, that's right, okay, clatter of the branches above.
You might want to learn English if you're going to do videos in English.
Okay? Okay?
Okay? Hey, habla español?
Me no hablar inglés, solo
Katawa
español.
shoujo, not responding. Shit.
Inspiration, right, alright.
Don't try to do these credits. They're pointless.
I know. I just like this. I just like this scene because it's so cool.
I love the
Like,
scene. They do such a great amount of artwork, and they're animated. Oh man, could you imagine the entire game animated, in this style?
that would be kind of cool.
The thing is though, is that the game would have to be animated in itself. Oh shoot! I clicked the button. Darn it!
I'm still watching the cutscene. There's a clock. It's really fancy looking.
Really fancy looking clock. That's what you're missing. Describe
Game.
it.
Not
Explicitly.
responding. Game.
KP.
Yeah.
Describe it explicitly.
Oh, okay. So there's a clock. Has no numbers. Has a bunch of lines, and the seconds just keeps ticking. It's been 4 months since my heart attack. Wait, is Luke still here?
Yeah,
Should we
Yeah, my
pause it?
game's not responding.
Should we pause it for him?
he's a bit slow.
You know what, guys?
I'm sorry.
How about you just pause the recording and I'll get back to where you guys are?
Okay, I can do it. Oh, actually, no way, I can't. Oh, this. I really hate this. You know what? Let's just wait for him because video editing I hate. I'm sorry about being lazy.
It's alright. It won't take me long to just skip through all that text.
You know there's a skip mode, right? Right click and then do skip mode. Okay?
What do you make, Dad?
What?
What do you make?
Katawa shoujo.exe is not responding. Motherfucker.
No?
Why don't we just have Luke catch up?
Hey! I'm trying!
No, I'm saying is why don't me and KP go on? Okay, it's mostly narrative and guys,
Can't you
okay?
guys wait?
It's mostly narrative and guys anyway, okay?
Wait. Game started.
Okay.
Actually, no, you've heard this part before, Luke.
Yeah.
So we should just.
Yeah, well,
continue
I
on.
don't care. I am skipping through all the things as fast as
no.
Okay,
Do
I'm
right
just gonna-
click.
I'm just gonna keep going.
Hey,
Keep
Luke,
going.
right click and do skip mode.
Skip mode?
Yeah, right click and do skip mode. It's like an easy button.
Oh my god. Wait. Game. Stop it.
And open.
Suddenly, easy mode
Anyways,
became horrible.
I'm just gonna narrate while Luke is trying to get back here.
Okay, where are you
The
guys?
whole time, I can probably count the times I left this hospital room, unsupervised, on one hand. 4 months is a pretty long time when you're left alone with your thoughts, so I've had plenty of time to come to terms with my situation. Arrhythmia. A strange word. A foreign, alien one. One that you don't want to be in the same room with. Rare condition. It causes the heart to act erratically and occasionally beat way too fast. It can be fatal. Apparently, I've had that for a long time. They said it was a miracle that I was able to go on so long without anything happening. Is that really a miracle? I guess it was supposed to make me feel better, more appreciative of my life. It really didn't do anything to cheer me up. My parents, I think, were hit harder with the news than I was. They practically had 2 hemorrhages apiece.
My oh my.
I had already had a full day by then to digest everything. To them, it was all fresh. They were willing to sell our house in order to pay for a cure.
Aww.
Of course, there isn't a cure. Because of the late discovery of this condition, I've had to stay at the hospital to recuperate from the treatments. When I was first admitted, it felt as if I was missed. For about a week, my room in the ward was full of flowers, balloons, and cards. But then...
That's right. I just want to say, hey Luke, can you go check to see if the if it's recording?
I can hear it in my background, yeah.
Okay, that's all I was asking.
But the visitors soon dwindled, and all the get-well gifts began trickling down to shortly nothing after. Same thing. I realized that the only reason I had been getting so much cards and flowers was because sending me their sympathy had turned into a class project.
That's tough.
And that happens so many
Maybe
times
some
in real
people-
life.
Yeah, I know it sucks. Maybe some people
It's
were
like,
genuinely
thanks
concerned,
guys, where'd you go?
but I doubt it. Even in the beginning, I'd barely had visitors. By the end of the first month, only my parents came by on a regular basis. Even Uncle was the last to stop visiting.
Aww.
After 6 weeks, I never saw her again. We never had that much to talk about when she visited anyways. We didn't touch the subject that was between us on the snowy day ever again. The hospital? It's not really a place I like to live in. Doctors and nurses feel so impersonal and faceless. I guess it's because they are in a hurry. Yeah, and they have a million other patients waiting for them, but it makes me feel uncomfortable. For the first months or so, I asked the head cardiologist every time I saw him for a rough estimate of when I'd be able to leave. He never answered anything in a straightforward way, but told me to wait and see if the treatment and surgeries worked. So, I ably observed the scar that those surgeries had left on my chest slowly change its appearance over time, thinking of it as some kind of omen. I still ask the head cardiologist about leaving, but my expectations are low enough now that I'm not disappointed anymore when I don't get a reply. The way he shuffles around the answer shows that there is at least some hope. At some point, I stopped watching TV. I don't know why, I just did. Maybe it was the wrong kind of escapism for my situation. I started reading instead. There was a small library at the hospital, although it was more like a store for books. I began working my way through it one small stack at a time. After consuming them, I would go back for more.
You monster, you eat books! Joke from the first failed recording.
Yeah!
I found that I liked reading, and I think I even became a bit addicted. I started feeling naked without a book in my hand.
Oh my.
But I love the stories. That was what my life was like. Days became increasingly harder to distinguish from another, differing only by the book I was reading and the weather outside. It felt like time blurred into some kind of gooey mass. I was trapped inside instead of moving within.
Well, you're a guy, I guess you know things about gooey masses.
A week could go by.
Oh, it says mass, not mess. Oh.
He's a chubby chaser.
Sometimes, I'd pause in realization that I didn't know what day of the week it was. But other times, all the things that surrounded me would painfully crash into my consciousness through the barrier of nonchalance I had set up for myself. The pages of my book would start to feel sharp, burning hot, and the heaviness in my chest would become so hard to bear that I had to put the book aside and just lay down for a while, looking at the ceiling as if I was going to cry.
You pussy.
That happened only rarely.
You
I
pussy.
couldn't even cry.
Okay, never mind.
Today, the doctor comes in and gives me a smile. He seems excited, but not very. It's like he's trying to make an effort to be happy on my behalf. My parents are here. It's been a few days since I've last seen them. Both of them are even sort of dressed up. Is this supposed to be some kind of a special occasion? It's not a party. There's a ritual behind the head cardiologist has. He takes his time sorting the papers and setting them aside as if to make a point of the pointlessness of what he just did. Then he casually sits down on the edge of the bed next to mine. He looks me in the eyes for a moment.
Hello, Isa. Hello, Isa. How are you today?
I don't answer him, but I smile a little back at him.
I believe you can go home. Your heart is stronger now, and with some precautions, you should be fine. We have all your medications sorted out. LSD, narcotics, everything. I'll give your father the prescription.
Oh my.
The doctor hands a sheet of paper to my dad, whose expression turns wooden as he reads it quickly.
Ah. That's good. So many.
Why do you have the same generic guy voice?
Because the generic guy is like, for Muto voice, I have his own voice for everyone else, but yet
you need to have this voice from Muto. I am Muto!
No, Muto's voice is the jolly Australian African person.
Australian
Hello!
person.
Johnny, alright! Let's go! I'm gonna fight the crocodiles!
I hate you.
That's like a failed Irish, Scottish, and Australian accent. Mixed with British.
Yes!
Why don't you give him this voice? He's an old mob boss. He needs his work taken care of, you see?
KB, go.
I take it from his hand and take a look at myself, feeling numb. How am I supposed to react to this?
Huh?
The absolute long list of medications staring back at me from the paper seems insurmountable. They all blend together into C letters. This is insane.
Dyslexia.
Side effects, adverse effects, contradictions, and dosages are listed line after line with cold precision. I try to read them, but it's so futile, whatever you want to say it.
Futile.
I can't understand any of it. It's the same thing, really. Attempting to only make me feel sick. All this for the rest of my life, every day.
I'm afraid that this is the best we can do at this point. However, new medications are always being developed, so I wouldn't be surprised to see that list fade over the years.
Years. What kind of confidence booster is that? I'd have felt better if they hadn't said anything at all.
Ellipses.
Also, I've spoken with your parents, so I believe that it'd be best for you if you don't return to your old school.
Dun dun dun!
What?
Please, that's no, I have his own voice for this. I forgot it. Please calm down, Hisao. Just to listen to what the doctor has to say. This is really the most feminine voice I have for any guy.
Calm down? What he says, it tells me he knew full well that I wouldn't like it. Am I going to be homeschooled? Whatever my concern shows, it's ignored.
We understand that your education is paramount. However, I don't think that it's wise for you to return without supervision.
It's a good thing KP doesn't have to read that. Paramount, supervision, education.
I don't want to say
You're
paramount, supervision, and education.
We're just messing with you, man.
Or at least
love you.
that's until we're sure that your education is suitable.
Oh god, the word is. Oh no.
So I've spoken to your parents about a transfer. It's a school called Yamaku Academy that specializes in dealing with disabled students.
I'm not disabled.
Disabled? What? Am I...
It has a 24-hour nursing staff, and it's only a few minutes from a highly regarded general hospital. The majority of the students live on the campus. Think of it as a boarding school of sorts. It's designed to give students a degree of independence while keeping help nearby.
Independence? It's a school for disabled kids. Don't try to disguise that fact.
It's a school for disabled kids. What the f*** are you talking about? Am I gonna be sitting with Special Eddie over there? Jesus, man.
Can't even read Paramount.
My loyalty is as incurable as my diabetes. Scott
If it was really that free, there wouldn't be a 24-hour nursing staff, and you wouldn't make a hospital being nearby a selling point.
Of course, that's only if you want to go, but your mother and I are... No, this is that. Of course, that's only if you want to go, but your mother and I aren't really able to homeschool you.
What the?
Voice change. We went out there and had a look at it a couple weeks back. I think you'd like it.
Looks like I really don't have a choice.
So it's to be you.
Compared to the other heart problems, people with your condition usually tend to live long lives. You need a job one day, and this is a good opportunity to continue your education until
The
you
only thing
die.
I'll be studying is the other kids' boobs.
Yep, good.
This isn't an opportunity. Don't call it an opportunity. Don't call it a goddamn opportunity.
Well, you should be excited at the chance to go back to school. And remember, you wanted to return to school, and well, it's not the same one.
A special school. That's an insult. That is what I want to say. It's a step down.
It's not what you think. All the students there are pretty active, in their own sort of way.
Oh my.
It's geared towards students that can still get around to learn, but just need a little help in one way or another, like reading any words.
I'm going to need help from a very specific chick who's pink-haired. I don't know why. I'm having a psychic premonition that she might wake up in my bed.
Your father's right.
In your
Is it Emmy?
bed doesn't mean I'm yours.
Pink hair. Misha. You said pink hair. Your father's
Her hair
right.
turns pink at some point in this.
No. Emmy's doesn't. I don't think she does.
Anyways, go ahead.
Your father's right. And many of the graduates out of the school have gone to do amazing things. A person doesn't have to be held back by their disability. One of my colleagues in another hospital is a graduate. He's really stupid. Reading, KB.
I don't care. A person doesn't have to be held back by the disability. That's what a disability is. I really hate that something so important was decided for me. But what can I do about it? A normal life isn't out of the question now. It's funny. I'd always thought my life was actually kind of boring, but now I miss it. I want to protest. I want to blame this lack of reaction on shock or fatigue. I could easily yell out something now, something about how I could go back to school anyways. But no. I don't say anything. Fact is that I know it's futile.
You read it!
I look around the room, feeling very tired of all this. The hospital doctors, my condition, everything. I don't see anything that wouldn't make me feel any different. There really isn't a choice. I know this. But the thought of going to disabled